folks. Today we're going to talk about BABA long-term strategy. Let's go ahead and get that started. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here so that we can put a strategy together, like a master stroke strategy for BABA long-term, being bullish. So share screen. Let's get that started. Yep. Cool. So I have my screen up and let's put this together. Eric, let's put this together. So step one, right? Like we're bullish, right? So long-term bullish. I guess the first thing to do is look for a leap contract or something like that that's a little further out. And let's give it a shot with this one right here, okay? And then go out of the money and buy a call at like a mediocre delta, not that bad, but like we're assuming maybe 300 is a good price point, right, Eric?
Yeah.
300, okay. So
Or
yeah.
you could do. What about like more conservative, like 250? Is it more too expensive or what?
Yeah, it's pretty expensive, I think. Like this is a like 742 days out. Like this is like a strategy where someone will just like close their eyes on BABA pretty much. Whatever happens, happens, right? Like it's a very long-term trade, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, that works. That works.
So 300 is a good price point, and it's 742 days out, I think. So
Right.
I think that's pretty fair. So we'd ideally buy a call there, okay?
Yeah.
And this is 742, right? So and then we can go short term a little bit, which is maybe around we can do either 189 days or we can do 378 days. I personally would do a like half of that. So yeah, I would go here and sell a put. Like, what's the lowest it could go? The lowest possible price.
Um. Hmm. I think like one 165, 170. I don't think it could go lower than that. That would be crazy.
Yeah, let's stick to 160 because it matches our 16 delta theory too, right? So
That
okay,
makes
yeah,
sense.
let's
Makes
do
sense.
that. And then next step is, so this is 378 days out, and um I'm really not comfortable doing this one, but yeah, maybe we can stick to this. And then so I would ideally do like another, do like two contracts there pretty much. Uh, okay. So here's an interesting case. Here, check this out, Eric. Right.
Mhm.
A 160, right? 378 days from now
Mhm.
is going to give us like $12, right?
Yeah.
We're going to buy this one, right? So now the next thing I need to do is find something to cover. So you know what? Let me, so you said about 160. Let me do more closer then, just so that I cover the price of it. Maybe 200 would be fair, because that's giving me 25. Okay, fair enough. And then I would go to 2023. I don't want to sell a call yet because it's not made its way up yet. So what do you think about this? Sell a put 378 days,
Mhm.
collect 25, right?
Mhm.
And then buy a call at 300. So technically you're just paying $8 for it.
Yeah, man. No brainer trade. No brainer trade.
For real?
I do think so. I mean, this is exactly what you want to do because you want to hold that long option, which is your profit driver, but you don't want to, there's a theta decay, right? And so the other one basically negates your theta decay over time, and you're letting that like time and patience, win, right? And so I don't think that this will lose at all.
Maybe maybe
Hmm.
also just to add a little bit of spice to it, right? I want to clear this cost out of $800 as much as possible, so I'm not paying anything for my call, right?
Hmm.
So let's go ahead and go out to maybe, I think, less than 45 days, right? See what's going to pay me $8, right? And there's a little bit of risk there, but you know what? 215 will pay me, but then I'll get a sign on it. Let's see if I can go further out and get something better. 49 days out. Let's see, $8 is still
Why don't you,
250.
dude? Why don't you sell two of them? Two of your first puts, long-term
The
puts.
thing is, it won't decay that fast, right? It's almost a year out, right? And this is 2 years out. So
Okay. So why didn't bring it further then? Why don't you do like 35 days? Can you do that?
no,
Or
35 days doesn't give you much. I want to cover this cost fully, right? So
uh-huh. Right,
maybe I'll do a
right.
da, 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 da. April maybe is a good time frame. Let's see, 200. Oh yeah, sweet man. This is it. This is it. This is it. Right there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So 200, 200, and 300. I like pretty much we say that it's probably good to buy it at 200, right? Um, at this point, right? So we're technically like 98 days out, 200 put, 378 days out, 200 put sell. We're buying the call. The call is now paid by these two pretty much if it stays above 200.
Right.
And then this one, we just ride it like a
Yeah. No brainer.
anyone have questions to that? Everyone's quiet
How much?
watching.
How much money
How
though?
much?
Like, will
Yeah, I
you
was gonna ask the same
go
thing. How
see
much
the
money?
Yeah. Okay, that's the $1 million question, right? Let's check it out, right? It's going to
Wait,
be interesting.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Before you proceed, can we just clarify what you're doing here?
Yeah.
You're doing a sell put on April 16th for 98 days out at
Mhm.
$200. Then a sell put 378 day out for next year, January 21st, $200.
Yep.
And the idea is that these should cover the cost for the January 20th call that's 2 years out for $300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're anticipating at least 2 years from now, Baba will be at least 300, right? And if it isn't,
Yeah.
let's put the bearish case. Like even if it isn't, we paid for it with these two contracts, and let's say it goes below 200. obviously this will lose, but then we will get assignment on these at the worst case scenario, or we will roll this down further when the right time comes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's like I'm willing. It's like It's saying April 16th, 98 days. I'm willing to buy Baba at 200, right?
200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm willing to buy on January 21st, 378 if Baba falls again to 200. And then, that one, yeah, that's just a regular call.
Got it. Thank you.
Like this is one of the ones where you don't even manage much, right?
Yeah.
Just keep it in your account. Not too much fun action going on there, but just.
But
then,
if it explodes to 500 or 400, like we would make a lot, right? We would make
oh yeah, ton of money.
like how much? Can you tell or no?
Like so, okay, so you can easily do the math on the put sells, right? So we will make for sure on the put sales we'll make like here's a 875, here's like 24, so that's you can already say like $3,000 right there already, right? And then obviously that will grow in, the other one will grow in value, right? Pretty much over time. So pretty much I think it becomes like a no-brainer on the call one. A call one I don't even have to worry about it because they'll grow in delta, and it's really far out, so theta is not even impacted on that. Is low gamma risk on that one.
Yes. Yeah. But are you? What about volatility? Volatility Vega. Are you positive Vega or short Vega?
So we're volatility, we're like canceling it out because you're buying premium and you're selling to premium. So we're like net positive Vega, right?
Okay, that's good. That's good because earnings will increase probably soon.
So
just for a little period. It doesn't really matter, but yeah.
well then yeah, this one will be negative Vega, right? And here's the thing is that these are really far out that earnings doesn't even impact these as much, right?
Right. All right.
Like
Right.
short-term earnings doesn't do much.
You're right. You are right. Let me see my Vega.
How much capital are we tying up for this trade?
We're tying up $5,300. This is a good ROI, man. Like it's already like a 90% return trade on the sell puts, right? If it stays above, and then the call will give you the directional power pretty much.
Yeah.
And
That's
if we
definitely more than 7%.
what?
We were talking about yesterday with the crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I think it's probably a good one to get into long term and just hold on to it. Any other questions? Anyone?
Mid, with 2 contracts, aren't you tying up about 40,000 in case those get assigned?
40,000 times, yeah, yes and no. 40,000 if you're doing in a retirement account, 20,000 if you're doing in a margin account.
Okay.
But we're not tying it up today, right?
Right.
We're tying it up in the future. Maybe we'll be wealthy in the future that 3 years from now that 20,000 is chump change, right?
Yeah, if we need to, Ashar can loan us some money, I guess, if it gets assigned. I agree with Eric on Jack Ma, but don't you think if something were to break out with Jack Ma, let's say he has a corona or something, don't you think institutions not going to freak out, but retailers are going to look at that, tie that to BABA price, stock
They,
price.
they may, but the thing is the earnings will change the course, right? Like I feel like it will change the course because what's going to happen is Jack Ma's disappeared or something like that, and still Baba is doing well, right? There's going to be that news coming out, right? The financials are looking strong. Well, oh, Jack Ma disappeared, so does that really matter? Like his disappearance has to do with earnings strong? Like he didn't contribute to the earnings. He was sitting in his cave or something.
But
Like
there's not that much. Look at who's holding this ticker. It's mostly institutions, like the retail traders, like not that much. We're like 1%. Actually, it's exploding right now. You guys could look at it right now.
Yeah, I'm finally back up.
All right, sounds good.
Oh,
the problem is we're not gonna get a fill easily on this one. That's okay.
whoa.
Nope, got rejected order. Stop working. Like this is one of those orders where we don't really have to worry about anything, right? Just long term, just place it and forget it. Like, okay, fine. If it goes to 200, to hell with it, right? Like, why worry about it?
It's not going to 200, man. Look at the chart right now. Look at the volume. It's gonna blast to 250 probably by the end of the week.
But I'm just saying in a worst case scenario mode, right? Like just think the worst that could happen, right?
The worst thing that could happen, yeah, exactly. Those are the best trades. Like, but you have so much theta intrinsic value in there, so I mean, this is a super conservative trade in my opinion, and which is good, right? Which is good.
Okay. The problem is I'm not getting a fill. So with my bargaining, give it to me, buddy. Give it to me. No. Are you serious? This thing is playing games with us.
I'm telling you, blast it off right now, dude. It's like at 235 already. Like huge candle, man. Shit.
Still a good buy though, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's just so volatile for the upside right now.
It's asking for too much money, man. Okay, let me just give them 350, okay? I'm just gonna say, okay, I'll budge a little bit. No more negotiating with. It's like, you know, when you're trying to buy a property and you're doing a bidding war where you had to pay them more than the list price.
You got in or no? It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Nuts.
$4, buddy. $4. I'm giving you $4, okay? $4. Are you serious?
This sucks.
Okay, I'll give you $5 now.
All right, that's the limit, and then we got
That's the limit, yeah. No
then we
more.
go naked calls. Just kidding.
Just buy the calls, right? At that point. Yeah, filled, buddy.
Nice.
Let's see what we got filled at though. Let's see. $5 itself. So yeah, I'm in it. I'm gonna just put it in a parking lot and hold on to it. And let me just call this group position custom.
Oh, that's nice that you could do that.
Yeah, long term. Like I do this because it helps me
Stay organized.
not stay organized, not get too itchy about day trading those,
Mm-hmm.
like
Absolutely.
monitoring trade and just forget about it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I got filled at 450.
Nice.
Nice. See, it's a privilege to be part of this group. You get better fills than me.
I'm just glad I beat you today, Mitt.
The funny thing is when I had the first core group a couple of years ago, like we were on in person, right? And we were trading live kind of thing. And they said the same exact thing, right? And then one fine day we all are losing together, right? I'm like, so do you all feel the same way still? Like, and then some other person comes in and says, I got a better feel than all of you all, kind of thing. It's a long-term trade, man. There's going to be movements on it, so
No big deal. No big deal. But so one question I have, Eddie, for you is this skills trade that I got in. I just you're still in it, right? SKLS, SKLZ.
Skills, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Cool.
I gotta check how it's doing. How are we doing?
Still hot for me, but we'll see. Oh, I have patience.
yeah, because look at this. In the past 30 days, we've seen the drop from 250 all the way to 230s, right? And then in the past few days itself, we saw all the way to 240 crack up, right? Like, man, 200, I think I can live with that in the next 90 days if it goes down to 200. And if I don't feel comfortable, Eric, what I'll do is I just keep selling puts like no brainers to help lower my cost here. So I never feel like I'm losing this trade.
Yeah. I think you're fine, dude. Look at the daily chart. Look at the daily chart and the volume, man. Can you see that? I know. One day.
One day, yeah. Yeah, but we're going to see this happen, right? Like it's like a roller coaster, like I said, right? Like you'll see that pump happen and then crash, sell off, and then pump and crash because they're bulls and bears fighting this pretty much.
Absolutely.
So we can easily see this go down to like again 227, 228 by end of the day or something, which is fine, just live through it kind of thing. So I'm in another Baba strategy. But I think we captured the essence of this trade pretty much, right? So
It's a great trade, yeah.
mhm.
I think the best trades you have to let the time work for you, right? Not the day trades.
Yep.
Right? That's how you make the most money, I think.
Yep. You hit it dead on, man. You hit it dead on. But that's it for Baba.